Okay, we have a question right here, gentleman in the middle.
Hello, Juan from Monrovia, Puerto Rico. This is Ford Dan Brown. I know you're not saying anything about the new novel, but is the writing process different now that you've sort of seen what the other two have done worldwide and the sort of the phenomenon that's been created with your work?
No, it really isn't. Every day you face a blank piece of paper. It doesn't really matter how many books you've sold. You face the same blank piece of paper and the same challenges, characters who won't do what you want them to do. It's really all the same, to be honest with you.
Anybody else hasn't asked the first question, please? Then I'll get to follow-ups. Yes, sir.
Hi, Phil Stewart from Reuters. Given that the first book sold, The Angels and Demons, sold a bit less than the Da Vinci Code, are you expecting the same kind of translation to the box office? And also, how do you guys see the recession playing into sales? Thanks.
Who's that directed to, Phil?
Okay. The box office has been good. Studios will tell you that DVD sales are down. I'm glad that in my career, my job is to tell the story and not worry too much about how it's sold or how it gets seen. I'm attracted to the story not because it sold a lot of books, but because I thought it was original, entertained in ways that are refreshing, and particularly as it related to Angels and Demons, cinematic, intense. Even though we made it as a follow-up to Da Vinci Code, and it's a sequel. Tonally, directorially, it was going to require a whole other set of muscles, and in fact, a rhythm and a pace that I've probably never worked with as a director. So there were a lot of unique reasons to do it, plus the value, the knowledge that there were people who were interested in the subject, that there were people who really liked the way Robert Langdon went about his business of following clues and solving problems, and so there were a lot of compelling reasons to get involved in this one.
Okay, we have a gentleman here in the middle.
Hi, a question for Mr. Hanks. Mr. Hanks, given that you're closer to the Greek Orthodox religion, if this setting of the movie was shifted to Greek Orthodox religion, would you have had second thoughts of doing it?
What is your organization, please?
Alpha Television Greece.
Thank you.
Oh, if it had been germane to it, yeah, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. I think there are particulars that somehow make it more fitting to be set in Rome as opposed to, say, Istanbul or Constantinople, because there is a hierarchy and there's sort of like a division that makes it a bit more authentic and more compelling. But I don't view, these are not theological treaties that we go off on. They are rip-snorting kind of stories that can survive, I think, any brand of theology or spiritualism that is put on it. I have, in fact, I've been raised every single, because my parents divorced so often, every time a missionary came to the front door, it seemed like my stepmother or stepfather bought into it. So I've seen a lot of different sort of religions all down the line, and now my wife is Greek Orthodox. I've been chrismated. My kids have been baptized in the same font that she was baptized at the local at our cathedral in town. But these are stories that exist both inside and outside of any brand of theology, and it's the details that help tell the story. But I don't view these things, these stories or these movies that we're dealing with, as something that is not, quite frankly, completely of this earth, as being able to leave the heavens to those who want to interpret the heavens as they see fit.